What's up, PokeMoshPit? My name is Rampage0529. A lot of you probably don't know me though, so let me talk about myself briefly. First off, my real name is Damon. I operate a small little channel that focuses primarily on Pokemon Wi-Fi battles and does Let's Plays on the side. My favorite tier to play is UU, and that's why I'm bringing you guys a UU match against some guy who goes by the name of 2AndAHalfTrainers that I found off of Skype. It was a really great game. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys will all enjoy this battle as much as I did, so whenever this red screen decides to go away, we can hurry up and get started with this battle. So I'm going to lead off with Heracross, just because I felt as though Heracross could deal with the majority of the guys on his team rather easily as opposed to the other members of my team. But unfortunately, he's going to lead off with his Ambipom. I don't want my Heracross to take a fake out, so I'm going to switch out to my Registeel, who I know can take that fake out rather easily because one, I do resist, and two, Registeel is very bulky. Next, he's going to go for the low kick, and that's going to do a lot of damage to me, but I am able to take it, and I see that the Life Orb is wearing him down, so that's good. I'm going to dish out a Thunder Wave on him, which is very good because now the other members of my team will be able to outspeed this Ambipom and do a lot of damage to him, if not kill him, which is really good. So I'm going to switch out into my Heracross now, predicting another low kick, but he's actually going to switch out into his Rotom Heat, probably predicting my Registeel to go for the Stealth Rocks, and he just wants to get his Rotom in before the Stealth Rocks are set up. Whatever the case, I'm actually going to stay in, knowing that he's not going to want to go for the overheat just because he doesn't want to lower his special attack this early, and I'm going to hit him with a Stone Edge, and that's going to do about half. He's going to hit me with a Thunderbolt, and that's going to do about half. I don't want to take another one of those, so I'm going to switch out into my Arcanine. And it's a good thing I did switch out, because now he's going to go for the overheat, and my Arcanine should be able to take this overheat real easy, which it does, and now his special attack is lowered, so that leaves me in a pretty good position because I could stay in, take Thunderbolts or whatever this thing wants to go for. But first, I'm going to go for the Morning Sun just to get all my HP back. And he's actually going to go for the Pain Split, which I'm not bothered by at all because I still have a pretty good amount of HP. And his Rotom is just going to switch out now. He's going to go out into his Ambipom. I'm just going to hit this thing with a close combat on the switch out. And I was comfortable staying in with Arcanine and close combating his Rotom because his Rotom had already lost special attack like I said before, so his Thunderbolts wouldn't have been doing too much to me. But whatever the case, I'm going to take out his Ambipom, and now he's going to bring out his Honchkrow. I don't want to take a hit from this thing, so I'm going to switch out into my Milotic, who should be able to take a hit from this thing, hoping that it's not Bandit. He's actually going to go for the Superpower, and that's not going to do too much to me. And now his attack and defense are going to get lowered, of course. And seeing as though he has Superpower, I was thinking that he was not Moxie because I believe that Moxie Honchkrow can't get Superpower. Anyway, he's going to switch out. I'm going to hit something with a Scald. He's going to bring out his Blastoise. I don't get the burn, unfortunately, but that's whatever. It's a 30% chance. So the reason I thought he brought out his Blastoise was just to go for the Toxic on my Milotic. So predicting the Toxic, I'm going to switch out into my Mew, and he is indeed going to go for the Toxic, which is good and bad. Bad because now my Mew is Toxic, but good because I do have to synchronize, and I can synchronize the Toxic right back at his Blastoise, which will make his Blastoise easier to take down with the Toxic wearing him down. So anyway, I'm just going to go for the Psychic here. It doesn't do that much. I am Nasty Plot with Life Orb, but Blastoise is very bulky, and he's going to hit me with a Surf, and that's not going to do that much either. It's just going to take me to about half health. And after all these after turn effects, I don't want to stay in. I'm just going to switch out. I'm going to go out into my Shaman because Shaman should be able to take a hit from this thing rather easily. But he's also going to switch out. He's going to go out into his Rotom Heat, which isn't good at all. This isn't a good matchup for me. I don't have a lot of things that wants to come in on this Rotom Heat, so I'm going to have to go out into my Registeel as Death Water. I'm hoping that he'll go for the Overheat and take me out and lower his special attack. That's not the case. He's just going to go for the Thunderbolt, and that might be a 2-hit KO after the leftovers, so that's what I'm hoping, so I can go for the Stealth Rocks. He is going to go for the Thunderbolt again. I am able to live that, go for the Stealth Rocks. Now, I know his Blastoise is most likely going to have Rapid Spin, but forcing his Blastoise to go for that Rapid Spin, wasting a turn, can also be very beneficial. So it's always good to set up your Stealth Rocks even if you see your opponent has a spinner or not. Anyway, he's going to take out my Registeel now. I'm going to bring out my Milotic, who I know can take a hit from this Rotom. Probably doesn't want to take it that well, but it can take it. And I'm just going to go for the Scald. He is going to go for the Thunderbolt and get me paralyzed, which is very unfortunate for me. I'm going to go for the Scald. It does around half to him. And this isn't a good position for me at all. Not wanting to take another Thunderbolt, I'm going to switch out my Milotic. I'm going to go out into my Shaman because I know Shaman can take Thunderbolts all day. And I just really need something that's Death Bother, and Shaman seems to be the less valuable guy on my team. The only thing Shaman can really help against is the Blastoise, because the rest of his guys pretty much outspeed me, or like this Rotom, they could just take me out easily. Like the Roserade could take me out with a Sludge Bomb, and the Roserade also outspeeds me. This Rotom has Overheat and could just wreck me with that. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Leech Seed on the Rotom just because I want to stop this thing from getting Lefty's recovery. And he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm not really sure what he was predicting there, but that's good for me because that allows me to live for one more turn, and that's going to let me go for the Aromatherapy, which will cure the paralysis on my Milotic and the poison on my Mew. So I don't have to worry about those status conditions. Anyway, he's going to go for the Overheat now, and that's definitely going to be able to take out my Shaman. I really didn't have any other use for Shaman. It could have helped against Blastoise, but it wasn't really useful in the long run, so I just needed that thing as Death Bother. Now I'm going to bring out Mew. I know that he still has his Honchkrow left, so I'm not going to go for the Psychic. I'm actually just going to go for the Aura Sphere, because if I went for Psychic and he brought in his Honchkrow and it was immune to it, and I tried to switch out and he somehow had Pursuit, that would have just been the end of my Mew. But anyway, he outspeeds me right here, so that tells me that he's Scarfed. He's going to take me out with the Drill Peck, and he also has Moxie. So I messaged him on Skype, and I was like, you know, Superpower and Moxie is illegal, right? And he was like, really? I forgot, but it's whatever. I didn't really care too much. I don't think it mattered in the long run anyway, seeing as though he's going to switch out now. And I'm just going to go for the Extreme Speed as he switches out into his Rotom. I was trying to take out his Honchkrow, but he switched out Rotom. I'm going to go for the E-Speed, and it's almost going to take it out. And another one will, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And now I don't have to worry about this Rotom anymore that seemed to be a big problem to my team. So now he's going to bring out his Blastoise, and it was kind of obvious to me that he wanted to go for the Rapid Spin, so I'm just going to stay in, go for the Close Combat, and surprisingly that takes out the Blastoise, which actually tells me that his Blastoise is probably more special defensive than physically defensive, like they usually are. So now he's going to bring out his Yanmega, and this thing is going to get butt raped by the Stealth Rocks, and that's great because I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz, and that will easily take out the Yanmega. Don't know why he didn't go for Protect. I don't know if he has it or not. Maybe he specs Tinted Lens. I'm not sure. But anyway, my Arcanine is looking pretty low. It has about 2 more hits of Life Orb, I think. So he's going to bring out his Roserade, and now he's going to switch out into his Honchkrow. I don't really see the reason behind that. It's not like Life Orb is going to affect me. Maybe he was trying to PP stall me. I'm not sure. But now he's going to bring out his Roserade again. And right here I'm going to actually go for a stupid play. I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed. I should have just went for the Flare Blitz because I wanted him to take out my Arcanine so I could finish off with Heracross. Because I started with Heracross, I wanted to finish off with Heracross. I'm kind of weird like that. That's how I was thinking. I am going to be able to finish off with Heracross with the Earthquake and take him out, but that was just a bad play because it jeopardized my chance of winning. I should have just went for the Flare Blitz. It would have been a 2-0 anyway. But anyway, I'm going to go for the Earthquake, take out the Roserade, and that's going to be the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. And if you enjoyed this video, please come check out my channel. I do have a lot of content for you guys to watch if you did enjoy. And I guess I will see you guys in the near future. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And this is Rampage0529 here, signing out. Peace out.